Hi, hello, it's Susie from the Speckled Loon. I'm on here just a couple minutes early so I can make sure everything's ready to go for our live Q&A session about our subscription box. Welcome to the Speckled Loon. We are going live simultaneously on Facebook and YouTube, and I'm just going to check my device real quick to make sure that everything is going on both platforms before we start with our Q&A. I hope everybody's having a nice night, a great Memorial Day weekend. Isn't it beautiful? It's beautiful out here. I hope it is where you are too. Okay, let's make sure I got sound here. To make sure. Okay, Facebook is working. Let's check YouTube. And we should be good. Yep. Okay. Good. Turn that off so we don't have echo. How's everybody doing tonight? Welcome to my channel and welcome to my Facebook page. My name is Susie and I am the owner of the Speckled Loon. I hope you're having a great night. We're going live at 7:30 sharp to talk about our subscription box and questions people have. Some people sent me questions. Other people have asked me over time, so I've collected them and we'll have a few slides to go through. If you are here, please say hello in the chat. Just type in your name, where you're from, give me a wave, whatever. I always like to see who's here with me. And if you have a question about the subscription box, just type it in the chat. And when I'm done with the slides and other ones that I'm going through, I will address yours too, live and to the best of my ability. So I hope everybody's having a great night. Like I said, it's beautiful here. And also, I just want to address if you hear an air compressor or nail guns going on in the background, we may or may not hear them. In my backyard, we're in the middle of a construction project. We're rebuilding a brand new shed, or tore down an old shed, putting up a new shed. And we've been doing roofing and things with the nail guns and air compressors today. So like right now. So if you hear that, I'll talk over it. I'll try to talk loud. Hopefully it doesn't pick up on the broadcast. You just never know. So, all right. Hello. If you are here, say hello in the chat. I like to see who's here. And if you are wondering about the DIY decor kit, this is one of the themes. I thought with Memorial Day we'd have our patriotic theme out. And tomorrow I'm going to be painting the things for this set live, the patriotic set. Tuesday, we are going to do the farm life set, and Wednesday, we are going to do the ice cream shop set. There's 3 different interchangeable things for this kit. And if you're looking to purchase a kit, that's the wrong one. You want to go to this one right here, thespeckledloon.com/join. That is where you can sign up and get the kit, and that is pinned in the comments, and it's in the live chat also for YouTube. So you should be able to see that in both places, and I'll add it to the link afterwards. We also have it scrolling along the bottom of the screen. You'll see it, thespeckledloon.com/join. That's how you can get the kit that we're going to talk about tonight. So I am going to bring up some slides here, and then we are going to talk about the kit. I'll bring out the box. We'll show you that. We'll talk about everything that's in here, but we're going to just address some questions because our kit is a subscription box, and that is for some people a new thing. You think about FabFitFun, that type of thing, a subscription box. Ours is a quarterly box, so that means every 90 days you will get a new box, and it goes out not on the calendar quarters. It goes out every May, end of May, end of August, end of November, and end of February, and it's seasonal. So if you are here, say hello in the chat, and if you've got questions, please drop them in. But I am going to bring up our presentation and go through that, and then if you've got any questions, I will address those at the end of the presentation, because I'm going to bring this up full screen so I can see what I'm reading and go from there. So this is our live Q&A, and I thank you for joining me. And if you're getting us on the replay, just do hashtag replay in the comments. That would be great. Oh, I'm going to though, get rid of this comment. Hold on just 1 second. We don't need to show that anymore. Hold on. I'll just hide that comment. All right, so we can see the screen good. Okay. All right, we'll go back to our big screen. There we go. This is new to me, sharing a presentation online. Brings me back to my corporate days, back when I used to have to do PowerPoint all the time, but it was in front of an audience, not online like this. So one of the first questions I get is, who is this box for? So our subscription box, I like to say, it's for people who love craft projects, like doing projects, but maybe they don't have all the fancy equipment like a Cricut and a laser cutter, but they want to make those cute projects. This box gives you the ability to do that. We custom laser cut everything that's in the box. Sometimes there might be, Crickety type stuff that we do, whatever. But that's what, if you don't want to invest in all that equipment, but you want to make all this fun decor, this box is for you. And it's also for people who like to craft seasonal projects, themed projects, that type of thing. Every time we do a box, there are base items, and we'll talk about the base items in a minute. And then there's at least 3 different themes that interchange in and out. So, and it's also for people who want to learn new painting and crafting techniques. We go over things like antiquing, distressing, shading, using different media like watercolors and acrylic paints and all kinds of different things to get our projects a unique look. So that's who the box is for. So that describes you, then hopefully this box is for you. And this is another, and this is a legitimate ask always, how much does it cost and when am I billed? And how does all that shipping work and everything? So this is a quarterly box. And let's just say you sign up today. Okay, you sign up today. And right away, you'll be charged one time today, the $65 for the summer box. Okay. And then if you are not local to me, it will be shipped and an additional $9.50 are added to that. If you are local to me, which I'm in Grand Forks, North Dakota, and let's just say you're here or you live in a town within, driving distance, or you work in town, whatever, then you can have free local pickup. And so it's just the straight $65, no shipping and handling. And once you sign up, then you're billed automatically every 90 days. So let's just say you sign up today. Then on August 21st, that's when the fall boxes go out, you'll get billed again. And then November 21st, when I do the winter box, it goes out again. And it just automatically bills. I personally do not have your credit card information on file. I subscribe to a service that securely stores them, and that's what they do. They do it for all the big companies. I legally can't change your credit card number or anything like that. That is up to you. You have a customer portal where you can go in and you can, let's just say your credit card is expiring, you want to update the day, or you maybe want to charge it to a different card. That's fine. You can manage that in the portal. Or if you need to cancel your subscription, which you can at any time, then you cancel it. Okay. But if you do not cancel it and you choose to continue to have your box, you just need to make sure your credit card that we have on file is current. And it will then, on every 90 days, on that 21st of February, May, August, and November, you would get billed, and you do get an email when it goes through. And if for some reason, let's just say your credit card expired between boxes and you forgot to update it, then what you'll do is you'll say your card was denied. Can you go into your portal and fix it up? You let me know, and I just rerun it, so it will hit your card then that one time. So, but if you have any questions about that before you sign up or you want a box, just reach out to me via email, via direct message on social media, and I'm more than happy to just talk you through how that whole thing works. But I do everything. I subscribe to a subscription billing service that handles all that stuff and ties it seamlessly in with my website. But the only thing I ever see are the last 4 digits of your credit card, like any retailer, and the expiration date. That's all I see. All right. And again, you can cancel at any time, like any. I can't, that's illegal to not let you cancel and not let you manage your things. So we do everything just like a legitimate subscription box business would do. Legal, above board. And if you do cancel, you don't have to tell me why or anything. If you want to tell me why, that's fine. I like the feedback so I can improve. But if you just say, you can't afford it or you don't do these crafts anymore, that's perfectly okay. I'm fine with that. So what's in the box? Okay, so every month there's 3 to 4 base pieces. Let's just do an example, and I'm going to show you them all in a minute. But for your summer box, excuse me, I got to take a quick sip of water. For your summer box, there is actually 3 interchangeable base pieces and then 1 bonus stationary piece. So our interchangeable pieces are this barn that everything swaps out of, this little cutting board that holds different tags, and then this little gnome here, her hat and what she holds, that's interchangeable. And then they're within those 3 themes, and the 3 themes have 5 to 7 items every time that go out within. Like this month, there's 7 items for each theme. The themes this box, I should say, are the patriotic 4th of July theme, the farm life theme, and I'll be showing that in a minute. And then we've got the ice cream shop theme. So those are your 3 themes. So there's 24 projects in this box. And then your bonus, we'll talk about it in a minute, is this done for you wood bead garland. That's a done for you project. Normally we make the garlands and I give you everything to make the garlands, but this month is our 1st anniversary of the box. And so this is my present to everyone, is this beautiful done garland. So you get that. And then in addition to all those projects, and they come unfinished. Okay. So this is the finished version. I'll be showing you the unfinished version in a minute. But they come unfinished. You're going to get an application tool pack, and what that is are these nice little foam wedges and some flat end swabs, some toothpicks, and then a tube of super glue, gel super glue that holds everything together. All right, and then you always get a bonus crafting tool, and I'll be showing you what that one is. It always ties into the kit. Past bonus crafting tools were the first one we did in our summer box last year were a set of black and white acrylic markers. In the fall box last year, we did a bow maker and ribbon to make a different kind of bow. And then in the winter kit, the bonus crafting tool was, can I remember? I believe it was some kind of a paint or something. I'll figure that out in a minute. And then in the kit right before this one, the spring kit, it was a tassel maker that we used. And then in this kit, we'll talk about it in a minute. It's kind of an extra special one to celebrate our anniversary. But you also get all the beads if we do a bead project, the ribbon, the string, everything you need. The only thing not included is the paint. And people always ask, why not the paint? And the reason I don't include the paint is not everybody wants to paint this just like I do, number 1. Number 2, everybody has a different brand of paint that they like. I have friends that really like, and customers that really just like to use those little 2-ounce acrylic apple barrel paints that you can get for 57 cents at Walmart. I prefer chalk paint when I do it, and it's, more expensive, but I use chalk paint on all my projects because I mass produce and do a lot of finished things for craft fairs. There's other people that don't like to use paint markers, and I use paint markers. So there's all these different things. And also the paint would really up the price of the box. And I want to keep it as low and as affordable as possible for everyone. And it also would really up the cost of the shipping because paint would be heavy to ship. So that is what my reasoning is for not putting in the paint. There's a lot of people that don't do paint in their craft boxes, and I'm one of them. The only time you will see me include paint is if I get some from a manufacturer for my customers to try. That happened in the fall box last year. Plaid Paint sent me a whole box full of paint in the mail, and I just shared it with all my customers. I just drew somebody's name, drew some paint. That's what they got. So that was, just an exception to the rule. And the other time I will put paint is if I ever do a box giveaway, I will put paint in there because sometimes that's somebody that wins it might not have paint. So that is when I will include paint in a project, in a box. So that is what's in your box. And we're going to kind of go through the summer box here. You saw me mention bonuses. So you got the bonus crafting tool for this one is a special one. I am including these really nice stiff bristle brushes. You're getting 2 of them. And they're going to be for when you want to highlight and distress things with this antique wax. This is not paint. It's called a wax, and it almost goes on like a stain. And we use it throughout this fall box or through this summer box to add dimension and depth to the projects in it. We used it on the barn to give it a distress look. We use it on quite a few of the farm life projects to give it that distress look of things that have been down on the farm. And you also get an emery board on here, and we use that to distress the edges of things or just run over a project to give it that scuffed up look. And so this distress kit is nice. It's the brushes are high quality. This antique wax is a really good product. A little bit goes a long way, and you'll be able to use it for many projects to come. Then the other bonus is this beautiful garland that I showed you earlier that I have draped over here. That kind of, if you look at the colors, it's, the blue really goes with the patriotic. That yellow kind of goes with the farm life. This, and the rest of it kind of matches that ice cream shop. And it's just a real pretty accent and complement to your kit. And then we've got our interchangeable barn, and this is all the pieces to the barn. And then over on the right here, you'll see we've got the nice finished one. And if you look in that little circle, there's a little metal disc in there. That holds these little circles that are up here that have a magnet on the back of them, and they just go right into that circle, which is kind of a fun thing. And then all those pieces go into that part of the barn, you can see. So that is the interchangeable barn, and every month that interchangeable, base piece is going to be different. We've had a market cart, we've had the back of a truck. We have had a little house for Christmas. Our spring kit this last year was a really pretty little cathedral type window, kind of for Easter. So they're just all fun. And then they have a banner that goes in front and the things that go on them. So, and then our other interchangeable piece is this interchangeable gnome. You'll see she's got a hat for the one she's got on her head here. The finished one is the ice cream shop. Then she's got her 4th of July hat with a star, and she holds a little star. And then she's got her farm life hat, which is the little sun, and she's holding some carrots. So she is kind of a fun little project. And then she stands in this little slotted stand. And I'll show you how she works here in a little bit. But I really like that interchangeable gnome. So we've had boy gnomes in the past, and I thought, no, I'm going to do a girl gnome this time. And she is adorable. So that is our other interchangeable base piece. And the other one is really no work on your part on the actual base. It is, unless you wanted to paint it, but it is this little cutting board. And then we hang 3 different tags on it. That star one for 4th of July, like I've got here, an ice cream cone for the ice cream shop, and this rooster on kind of a tobacco basket background for the cutting board. And so that is our 3rd interchangeable piece. And then the 4th one is this stationary garland that does not change. It just complements each set. So you've really got 4 base pieces with this kit. And then we've got those interchangeable sets. So here is kind of a big picture of how they go. I've got the flag in this picture tucked in, but we have in this kit a little brace so the flag can hang off the back of this barn, which is kind of fun. And we've got the star that sits in there and that hat. And then we have our banner, the America banner, and then the little circle, this little circle flag that is right up here on the top. And like I said, that's got that little black circle there. It is a magnet. And that just goes right in there. And that attaches so that will not fall out for you. Okay. And then this banner just hangs off the front with there's two little hooks. Each banner has two little hooks and it just goes right on the front there. And so that is your first look. And then this is, if you see with the white background, these are what the unfinished projects look like. And as you can see, none of the projects are huge. I like to say most all of them are the size of the palm of my hand. They can fit in the palm of your hand. And some are much smaller. This little circle doesn't take but a couple minutes to finish because it's so small. It's just an inch around and it takes just a couple markers and it's done. So that is what the 4th of July looks like. The next theme is our farm life theme. And this one's quite fun. It is a little farmer gnome. I'm just going on the top row here, left to right. The farmer gnome, he holds the little eggs, and you can see where everything on him is marked out where things go. I really like that. Then there's a little crisscross on his like pants area, and his hat goes on the top, and the buckle goes on the hat. And then the other thing about this, there's some adhesive backed things I'll point out to you too. So the next project is this is 2-layered windmill where you do the back and then you do the overlay, the little for the fan on top. And then we've got I call them the animal stack or stacked animals that you see in farmhouse decor. And that word egg, bacon, and milk that go on there, they have an adhesive backing on them. So you're not having to worry about getting glue on these teeny little letters. It automatically you just peel the adhesive back on it and you put it on after your piece is all painted and dried and ready for its embellishments. So that's kind of a neat thing. And then the banner that hangs off the front, you can see the banner for this one says Farm Life. And that again comes with the two little hooks and it just hangs right off the front. And then the little circle is a rooster on this one. And same thing, it's got the little magnet. Our gnome for the Farm Life has got, and it switches out, but it's got the little hat and the little carrots, and there's a little sun on the hat. And then the tobacco basket is, like I said, that rooster, and it's on a tobacco basket background. That's what that pattern is called. And then it hangs off the front just in place of this star. And when you go to change it, it's just a string. You just pull it, a shoelace bow. You just pull it and you tie the next one around. So that is the second theme. The third theme is the ice cream shop. And the projects in that from left to right are, there's I call him a waffle cone gnome. His top is kind of like a waffle cone. And his little beard goes over, and then on top of that, he's holding a little ice cream cone. He's got his little nose. You see him in the barn there. You've got this fun little sign that says ice cream on the top. And then you've got what looks like a sundae in a bowl. And then your banner for this one, I call it a frozen treat banner. It's got ice cream cones and popsicles that you will color in different things. And then you've got the circle on this one that goes up in place of this is a little ice cream cone that mounts on a circle. And the hat on this one, see if I've got is this is one. Now I've made this one in a different color, but it's a little hat like this and it's got a heart on it. And then she holds a little ice cream cone. Okay. And that is and then the tag on that is a bigger ice cream cone. Now I've done it on this one. I've done it in brown. On the one behind me here, I've got it in pink. I'll bring it up closer here so you can see it in a minute. But this is what the ice cream shop looks like. So that's everything project-wise that's in the box. And then you have that other little bit in the box. It's got your application tools, your glue, etc. And then your bonus things and your bonus tools. So now we're going to just go to the last slide here. And I just want to talk a little bit about what makes our box special. You get a printed reference guide, which is, I think, give or take, probably 10, 12 pages, front and back, like a little booklet. You also get a complete YouTube tutorial, which I think is super important because you need, especially if this is your first kit, you need a little hand holding, you need a little encouragement. You want to know what color paints I'm using. And I go through from start to finish on that YouTube tutorial, each individual project. And if you take out your projects and you're like, I want to work just on the gnome today, in the description box of that video, everything is timestamped. So if you want to say, I want to make the ice cream projects today, you'll click on the first ice cream project, go through it, second one, go through it, and it'll take you right to that. You don't need to watch the whole video to get to where you want. It's all laid out for you and super user friendly. So also I'm going to talk about the projects. They have, like, I've got a sample of the ice cream sign on here. You see those dark lines that are on there, the super dark ones that are curved on the top? Those are scored in and they're there for you to do a painting guide. Because when I did this one, I'll show you, I painted the rim around there pink and the inside blue. And then I did the sides white. Okay. Now, if you look also too, where those words ice and cream are on the sign itself, that is so you know exactly where to place the words. So it's a placement guide. And you'll kind of paint over those, but they're just visible enough for you to be able to place your adhesive back letters or whatever accent is on there and get them precisely placed. And that's kind of shows you how, I guess I like to make it as foolproof as easy for you, so you can then enhance and do things to it to make it a very fine and nice finished project. So that's kind of what sets ours apart. We really hold your hand and get you going. After 3-4 boxes, you're going to be like, I don't need those instructions, but they're there if you do. And then we just have all the projects are wrapped up, they're labeled, they're complete. We also have support. I am the sole business owner, but I do email support, direct message, via Facebook if you need to. And we also have a private Facebook group, or you can just leave a comment on any of my posts and I will get back to you. I don't leave you hanging. And if, let's just say, you got your kit and something was missing from it, you just let me know, take a picture of the incomplete thing to just let me know what's missing, and then I will get everything you need out to you to complete your kit. So that is everything you need to know, or a lot of the questions I get. And I'm going to just exit out of this and see if there's any questions. If you are here, if you could just leave a quick comment saying hi, that's great. If you have any questions for me, feel free to ask. I am here to, I'm completely transparent and above board. I'm here to answer your questions about the subscription box. Some people just, oh, great, I want it, I'm in. And then other people, for them, $65 every 3 months is money to them that they could be spending on other things. It's a want and not a need. So they have questions and they want to know and be assured that they are getting as much value in their box as possible. And I am obsessed with giving you as much value in your box as possible. I always add extra little goodies. For instance, is for this box, any of our members that shared pictures with me and reviews via email or via our Facebook group or a post, they were all sent extra little goodies in their box out of my craft stash. I have a pretty big craft stash of extra things, and they were all sent some extra little 4th of July ribbon, things like that, just for sharing. And then once you are a member, I have a referral program that I've just kicked in, and if you refer somebody else when they buy, you each get an extra little goodie in your box. So there's just things like that I do. And I'm going to bring out the box now. We're going to talk about it, and we're going to switch things around here in our decor. I'm just going to move a couple things out of the way so we can do that. And I'm going to try and move this little whole tray here without spilling it. There's our challenge for the day. but I'll do that. I'm just going to set it. It'll stay. Don't tip. Okay. Okay. So I'm going to just take the box out and show you how it comes to you in the mail. And again, I'm happy to answer any questions if you have want to say hi, hello in the chat. I always appreciate that. Lets me know that I'm not talking to anybody. I can see we've got 5 or 6 people here. So between Facebook and YouTube, and I always like to see where you're from, that type of thing. I can say hello to you so I don't feel like I'm all alone out here on an island. But this is what the box looks like. Sometimes the box is black, sometimes it's white, sometimes it's a little bit smaller than this, sometimes it might be bigger than this. This box is a 10 by 7 by 5. This is one of the bigger boxes we've done. The reason being is that barn is a little bit bigger than our normal projects that we do. And this is how it comes. I always have a fun little label on top. And when I ship it to you, it's wrapped in a black or some sort of a poly mailer. So it keeps everything in here tight. Okay. So nothing falls out because I've got these shipping all over the country and you never know how a box is going to hold up. So I do like to put it in a poly mailer and it's taped up pretty good. So if that's annoying to you, I'm sorry. I just want your box to be great. And the reason I want that to stay nice is when you are not using your items, you can store them in the box, which is really nice. So let's just say it's summer, your fall kit comes, you want to put out all your fall decor. Everything that you make for your summer decor can tuck right back in this box. You can this box is not a big tote. You can just stick it away in a closet or a shelf, and then it's ready for you for next year to display again. So that is what it comes in. I have a picture of all the projects on the front. And it says it's almost summer, time to let your creativity shine. Your summer 2024 DIY decor kit subscription box is here. And then I have a picture of each of the themes on the front of the box. Then I have this. It says, just add paint, create, and decorate. That's kind of the theme of our box. You're just going to, all you have to do basically when you get this, add your paint, your imagination, and your decorating. You've got a full 3 different tiered tray displays to do. So, and then it's a nice one of these boxes with the flap. This flap here on the upper part, it tells you what all your color codes are. Everything that is in the box is wrapped and it's got a color coded label. So all your base pieces, your application tools, bonus things, they've got a blue label on them. All your farm life projects have got kind of this orangey yellow label on them. All your patriotic projects have got this red label, and everything for the ice cream shop has got a pink label. That way, it's easy for you to keep track of everything, and it's not, I guess, a stressful unboxing experience. I want you to open this up and say, oh my goodness, this is so cool. And then this here is your link to the video for this box. This will take you directly to that. Then you can subscribe to the channel. Whenever we upload a new one, you'll see it, or one of these, unboxings or whatever. But you just take out your phone and put on your camera and you scan this, and a little link you don't even scan it. You just point your camera to it. The link will pop up. You tap on the link and it starts playing. All right. And then if you want to watch it on your big screen, you just go to the Speckled Loon on YouTube and you'll see them all right there. All our videos are right there. But that's just affixed to the box, so it's always there for you. And those videos are evergreen. They will stay there. They don't ever go away. So if you don't get to this box right away, that video is not going to disappear. It is there for you because that is your guide to getting everything in this box finished. So I always include an envelope, and in this envelope is a thank you, and it's different every quarter. And then also I include, I'll show you this, a little thing about your bonus items, why I pick them, how to use them. And then you get, in here, you're getting kind of a summer fun little drink mix. Sometimes it's a liquid IV, sometimes it's tea or hot cocoa, or I think we've done apple cider before. I always throw a little thing in for you to enjoy as a beverage while you are crafting. And I just feel like that is an extra little thing that I can do for you as a thank you for becoming a member. I always like to I like to spoil my box members. So then this is that printed reference guide. This is not step-by-step instructions, but what it is shows you each project and the pieces that are in that unfinished project and an example of what it looks like painted and displayed. Okay. And then if you're missing anything or whatever, or you're not sure what piece goes with what, this is going to be your reference guide that is going to do that. And this is like, I think this one's like 20 pages. So it's full, it's complete as possible. And then your step-by-step is on that video. For me to type out the step-by-steps, this would be way too, that's way too much, I guess, time. It would be very time intensive, and it's a duplication of what I do on the video. So it's just, I think you're just better off with this as your reference guide and not a step-by-step thing. So then your projects are all packed in here, and I'm going to kind of tilt this a little bit as I go through, but like here's that barn project, that base. Here's your cutting stand or cutting board, and then there's a stand on the back in the back there for you. Here's your bonus garland, and if you can see, that's got the blue label, and it says right what it is. Here are 3 of your 4th of July projects, the ones that get tucked into that barn shelf. So that's what they look like. Like here's our gnome, and everything is in here, and it's labeled. So the things aren't just loose leaf in here. That would be awful. You would never know what goes with what, and it would be very confusing. I also put in a few extra stands, so if you want to stand your projects outside of that shelf, they can go into these stands. And then here is that little application pack that has got all your these sponge wedges, these foam wedges, some of the flat end swabs, and then some toothpicks, and then your tube of super glue. And it's got a fine applicator tip on it as well. And then you've got, this is that bonus accent and distress kit of the 2 brushes, the antique wax, and the emery board. And everything, like I said, I try very hard to get it labeled, organized, because there's so many pieces. It also helps me to get everything for you and keep it, I guess, as I'm assembling the box, organized. And then that way, on the day that I actually pack these boxes, basically I have everything laid out at like assembly line, and I'm just putting everything in. I'm labeling up these boxes, and they're ready to go out the door. So this right here too, just so you see, this is telling you how to share your projects, tag me, message me, etc. When you do them. I like to see what people make and share and that type of thing. So I'm going to just kind of come up, I'm going to close up this box because this is hopefully going to be going out to one of you all really soon. And again, this is how they come, and they go in the mail with that poly mailer on them. So I'm just going to show you the other 2 things. I'm going to kind of show you how the interchangeable works on that gnome. And then I'm going to let you go enjoy the rest of your evening. And tomorrow at noon, I will be back, and we are going to be painting those patriotic things online. And my goal for myself, I'll have a little bit of prep work done, but not too much. And I'm going to try to make all 5 projects that we're going to do for the patriotic ones in an hour. We'll see if I can do it. That's going to be my goal each day, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday. So I'm going to try to lift this one over here and bring it over. This is the ice cream shop. So this is on the cutting board that you get. This is what I did, this in pink. It doesn't show up that great on this, but this is the ice cream cone tag that goes on that cutting board. And this is the little stand, and it is a 2-piece stand that will store flat. And it just goes together like that. So I really try, like I said, to have it as complete as possible for you. So it just kind of takes the guesswork out of everything, and you can just enjoy crafting and be as creative as you want with this. I'm just going to put this over this way so you can see it a little better. Then this is the interchangeable gnome. And this is how I painted her. She comes, the base of her is like this. Okay, she looks like a headless horseman, I say. And then behind here, you can't really see it on camera, but the nose is raised. There's a little notch, or there's a little opening where this notch at the bottom of the hat goes in, and that's how that hat stays in. So when she's not the ice cream gnome and you want to change her over to be the farmer girl gnome, you take and get her hat on there, and she changes, and then she holds her carrot. And then for 4th of July, you already saw she holds a star and she's got her blue hat. But this is what she looks like in the ice cream shop. Okay. And then this is that tag again for the 4th of July. It's got a star on it. For the farm, it's got that rooster on it. And you get this one cutting board, and then you just untie this and put the new one on when you want to switch out your decor. And that is how that interchangeable stuff all works. And then for the ice cream shop, here is what your barn looks like. And I'm going to just put this sign back in there that we took out earlier. Okay. You only get one barn, one gnome, one cutting board. I just have it displayed up here 3 ways so that when I'm switching it out for you, I can do it quickly on camera. But you can see also here's that little place where you can put the flag when we had our 4th of July. So here are our ice cream shop projects, and you can see we've got our little ice cream cone circle with the magnet on the back that just goes right in here. We have got this ice cream sundae that we make. We've got our waffle cone gnome. This is what he looks like all put together. And it's just those layered pieces and scored lines to give it that detail. And then that's that little ice cream shop sign that I was telling you about earlier. And then this is your ice cream cone frozen treat banner. Okay. And so then that goes like that. And then, of course, that garland, your garland can be displayed with it. And I've got that back here. Okay. So I'm going to put everything back for the ice cream shop. I'll show you the farm life projects. And then we'll go from there. So we'll put everything back here. And again, if you've got questions, feel free to put them in there. Tell me hi, wave, whatever. I like to see how everybody's doing, where you're from. Okay, so here's our farm life projects. And this is just another example of the gnome. I just painted her a different way. I still gave her kind of golden blonde hair and did her dress tan for this one. I've been doing these and painting them online and demonstrating them, so I'll do them a little different every time. Okay, this is our farm life barn. And your cutting board tag. Okay, so again, you get one cutting board, one barn, one interchangeable gnome. I just am switching them out quickly here. So, but this is what the cutting board looks like with your rooster tag on it. Like I said, this is kind of that tobacco basket, and that is painted, that tobacco basket background is painted with that antique wax that you get in your bonus, and that's what that looks like. This is our gnome. Again, her hats come off and they're interchangeable, and she's holding little carrots. She's got a little sun on her hat. And then that's her removable stand, so she does store flat. And this is what the barn looks like for your farm life. You've got a little rooster in the upper circle. You have got the farm life banner. Then in there is that animal stack, this little windmill, and your farmer gnome. He is holding some eggs. I'll take him out and hold him up so you can kind of see a little bit closer. He's got little eggs in his hand. I'm going to do this to maybe see if that's better. But that is what the farm life, the farmer gnome looks like in the farm life collection. So that is the idea behind this, is that you get 90 days worth of decor display out of your quarterly box. Whoops. And then the new box comes. Now this one will, the new box will come the end of August, and that will be full of fall type theme things. And probably toward the end of the week on Wednesday, when I'm done painting, I will give a little sneak peek to that fall box because I have it ready to go. And I just have to film the video for it, but I've already made my prototype and shot all my pictures for that one. So, but that is going to wrap up our Q&A session. Again, I want to thank you for joining me. My name is Susie. I am the owner of the Speckled Loon and the creator of the DIY Decor Kit quarterly subscription box. I hope you'll consider joining our box. It's fun. We have a fun and very fun community. I love my members are great. I'm not huge, so I'm able to really, deliver that good service to my members and help them out and have a relationship with them that you wouldn't normally if you're just buying things at a big box store. So again, I want to thank you for joining me. If you've got any questions and didn't want to ask them online, you can just through Facebook send me a direct message and I will get right back to you. The name of my page is The Speckled Loon. You can find a message button right at the top and get to me that way. So you guys have a great Sunday night. We'll see you back here tomorrow at noon when we paint our patriotic things, Tuesday when we paint farm life, and Wednesday when we're going to paint our ice cream shop projects. So you guys have a nice night and we will talk to you soon. Bye and happy Memorial Day.